Alright everybody, welcome to another auction video. This is ROAPL, the third time in a row. Honestly, I was very close to not recording this one, unfortunately. I literally 5 minutes ago I was on the toilet for about the third time today after being on it about 6 times yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened to me, but we're having a rough time. So I reserve the right during this video. There may be an abrupt pause and a time skip in this video should the worst happen, or even worse, I may treat you all to an Austin Powers 1 bathroom scene, which I'm sure you'd all be looking forward to. But yeah, this is an important auction. If I can not shit myself while doing it, we have won this tournament 2 years in a row, going for the three-peat, which is not a huge deal, but to me, just as like a personal goal, just as like a hey, it'd be really cool to say that I won this three in a row. I would like to do that. I'm gonna really try. Uh, this is a weird auction. We only two teams retain, but they like retained big, and we're one of the two. We retained Bush Tush and Frisoeva from last year, both of whom had 7 wins for me last year, had really good tours. And then Sunny Shore Shamans, which I think is supposed to be two N's here. That is misspelled and looks stupid, but regardless of that, Sunny Shore Shamans triple retained. And yeah, so I have way less money. I have the second least amount of money. Uh, so that's an uncomfortable position to play in. The weird thing with this tour, particularly, last year had a lot of big names, and that is not the thing. That is not the case here. Last year had Roro, Soulwind, Starmaster, Finchinator, Fomog, all those guys in the auctions. A lot of big names that you could really spend, somewhere in the vicinity of 30K on. Not that the tour quality is bad this year, but that same kind of top end simply isn't there. Roro's in the auction, but none of those other guys are. Finch got retained, and then the other three, Soulwind, Fomog, and Starmaster, all didn't sign up. There just aren't as many players this time to spend that kind of huge money on. And then additionally, the black-white in this tour in particular is fucking dire. Alright, I've got the first nom, so as usual, I got my sheet here, and I'm going to open with bait, as I always do. So we're going to open with a player that I think is going to draw out a lot of money, and someone who I don't actually want. This is not as much money as I want. This is kind of too good of a price. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get him off the list. Noms that would draw out more money, probably, are Tony, as in Tony Flygon, and Roro. The reason that I opted for Elodin over those two, I have a vague interest in those two. I doubt I can afford them, but like Tony and Roro, I actually have a vague interest in, even though they're probably out of my price range. And then the other thing is, I think those two will come up organically before it's my turn to nom again. Not that Elodin wouldn't, maybe he would, but I think it's like basically guaranteed that Tony and Roro are going to get nominated somewhere between now and then. So it feels like a waste for me to do it because somebody else is going to. Should probably note, as you can see here, I'm rolling up with McNumbers this time, Iguana, because Jabba and I, unfortunately, are still not great after SPL. I'm not gonna get into that. I love Jabba, hope all is well, but we're not managing together this time. So I'm rolling up with McNumbers, and you may see him offer some commentary or whatever it is throughout the draft. So the Elodin bait worked out pretty good. So here's McMegan, which, I mean, again, this is Roro. I knew he was going to come up, so I'll get in there for 25.5, surely. Is that gonna land? No way, right? 26.5. Let's go. Give me that Roro. Anything like under 30, I think I want. I mean, it's gonna make me, it's gonna cripple me for the rest of the auction. But like, it's Roro. All right, 29.5 is gonna be it for me. He's worth more, but maybe I go one more. Really tempting. Last second. Really, really tempting. Yeah, I gotta let it go. This is a fine price. I think he went for 32.5 last year, but this is cheap. I almost went in there for 31. That's pretty cheap. 30.5, pretty cool. I think that was a slight underpay. I think that was a slight underpay for one of the top guys in the auction. So good for them. Goodbye. It was really tempting there to go to 31, and already I'm having slight regrets. Maybe I should have, but the thing is, with 86K starting out, I basically only have 80K because of the subs, which I should probably get that straight here. I have 80K, 8 players. Frisoeva's not down here yet because I don't know whether I want to put him in black, white, or in GSC. Zom I'm interested in, certainly. See what the number ends up being here. I don't want to show that I'm too interested, but I'm interested, and he's certainly worth more than this. Okay. Hot Skitty also interested, which, not surprised. Come on, give me Zom for 10. I think that'd be cool. Come on. Okay, it doesn't seem like a bluff for an upbid anymore. It seems like sincere interest for Hot Skitty. So I need to figure out what my number is here. Also need to have a look at the ADV list here before we go too far down this rabbit hole. That's probably it. 13.5. Fine. Fine. Let it go. That one again just took some discipline. I don't know if I should have pushed there or not, but I'm really scared about getting too crippled early on in the auction, because like I said, I have 86, which is, ah man, it's so annoying that he's on chat and not voice. So yeah, I'm going to say the same thing to you guys that I just said to him, which is basically, I only have 80K effectively, and man, people keep coming up that I won't. I only have 80K effectively, and had I dropped, say, 31 on Roro, let's say that landed, I mean, it's doable to fill out a team from there, but yeah, it's hard. I mean, it would leave me with 49K to fill out the remaining 7 players, which again is doable, but like it's so early that I could really get shoved off of a lot of things for the rest of the auction. This is one of those weird ones. Umbree's really good and worth double this price if she's willing to play anything, but she signed up for only black-white, which is awkward. They also have a weird rule, dumb rule, honestly. Tier lock is good, but the tier lock is only for 2 weeks, and if it's that short, you might as well not have a tier lock. Who gives a fuck for 2 weeks? Throw her in black white, have her go 1-1, and then just move her to ADV or DPP. Yeah, I can't pay this. Umbri does interest me, but too much. I do really hate in these tours. We saw it in SPL. The two teams in the finals are the two teams that price fixed the hardest. They had Suapa, who signed up for RBY only and was cheap, and then played SS, of course, and then same thing, 100% pure heat with his fucking nonsense garbage DPP sign up, 10k TDK. TDK and Umbri, I think, want to go together, and it makes sense that PDC and Marco are the team that want him. It's the same problem here. The same issue is like he only signed up for RBY, which air quotes tier locks him into RBY. Emphasis on air quotes because it's the same nonsense. He fucking, if you want, he has to play RBY for 2 weeks. All right, he goes 1-1, or hell, worst case he goes 0-2, but it's fucking RBY and he's really good. He goes 1-1, let's just say. Then you just move him to GSC and he just fucking goes at 4-1 or whatever for the rest of the tour. It's really obnoxious. All right. So Pichu's grabbed TDK, RBY TDK, but like we saw last year with Pichu's with the exact same management, they did the same bullshit. They took like Dice and Marco, who signed up for RBY only, and then moved them to ADV at the soonest opportunity. It's going to be the same bullshit. 17k TDK there is just going to be very quickly in GSC. Here's Tony Flygon. Already too high. Yeah, 21 and climbing. Too high. Tony, I think, is quite good. However, a caveat with Tony is he's made it clear to me in PM, and I've heard this from other managers as well. I mean, it could be a price fix, but he's made it clear that he intends to be, air quotes, casual with his team choices. And you can interpret that as you want, but like my understanding of what that really means is that he's going to have like mono-type teams. He's going to have like, teams with like UUs. He's going to have theme teams. Hey, legendary dogs, whatever. And I mean, it's not like he can't win with those kind of teams. But it's higher than I wanted to. I mean, it's higher than I want to pay for Tony as a whole, because this is like a FOMOG price or whatever, and I don't know. I know that Tony's had two really good GSC Cups, but I don't think Tony is FOMOG. And well, that's really interesting. You know what? Actually, looking at the Mount Moon men, I actually feel better about my team. I think like Bush Tush for Sueva is comparable to Umbri, Tony, Flygon, and one may be slightly better than the other. I don't know. Certainly, Umbri stuck in black white. I like mine better. If you put Umbri in like ADV or DPP, it gets a little trickier. But the difference is I have 12k more, so I like my start better than their start. Though I'm not even a little bit surprised that they opted for these players. Let me grab a drink of my trusty milk here. All right, as we wait on Marco and PDC's Mount Moon men for a nom. Pretty much all the people that I expected to have gone early. Ilodin, Tony, Roro. Zom was earlier than I thought, and they got a good price in my opinion. But yeah, pretty much everybody that I expected to go early has gone early, and standard auction so far. Like I said, I think Roro was a a slight underpay. He went 32.5 last year. 30.5 this year is probably a smidge low. I think someone other than me coulda, shoulda, woulda pushed to 31. Maybe I shoulda, but it's tougher for me because of my financial position. Yeah, like I said, I think he was slightly under, but not outrageously. I mean, if Roro went for like 24 or something, that should never happen. So here's triangles. Black-white only triangles, but the same price fixie bullshit. I don't think he's trying to price fix on purpose. He's not like that. But it's the same nonsense. You deal with them in black-white, goes 1-1, switch them over to ADV. It's stupid. It's a dumb rule. If there's going to be a tier lock, it should be for at least 4 weeks. At least. 2-week tier lock is dumb. It's meaningless. And I tried, guys. I fucking tried. I'm not just complaining after the fact. I messaged the hosts literally before managers were even announced. And I said, hey guys, I have some concerns. I have concerns about tier swapping, tier lock, that kind of nonsense. I reached out. I made it clear. And nothing. And they didn't listen as well as I wanted them to. I think they tried to listen, but they didn't get it. Kenix. Okay, it's going up really fast. GSC. He's good. I don't know, man. It's a lot. $17. Yeah, this is going higher than I want. My assistant manager, who's not in the voice call, wants me to push. I don't know, man. Look at the GSC. Totally possible that at the end you have to spend more on certain people than you're intending, and it's also, I mean, there's not as much talent here as there is in the past. It's weird. Like the money has to be spent somewhere. Oh, that's a lot. Mickmer. Mickmer. Is that the plan for Hot Skitty? Try to get that OP ADV? Get the Zomog Mickmer core? Be pretty good if he does. Mm, 15. Amaranth getting in there, not surprised. I think Amaranth had him in SPL. I'm going to swoop in for 16, but that's really, really it. That's it. Hard number. All right. My boy. Someone just tried to nom Star Master. What is happening here? Someone tried to nom Star and someone tried to nom Bush Tush. What is happening here? Star didn't sign up, Bush Tush we retained. What are we doing? 64K, 7 players, and we still have Frisueva somewhere, whether it's black, white, or GSC. Thor. Nice guy. Next. Thor is Lord Thorax. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with him. He's improved, sincerely. He really has. This time, 2-3 years ago, he was around and he was still nice, but there was no chance that I would sincerely consider him for this kind of tour. But credit where it's due. He has genuinely, truly improved and is a decent player now. I like him, 3K, 4K, whatever, early on. This feels like too much, but yeah, no, I think he's serviceable. I think he can be like a bottom end starter on a good team. Kind of surprised by that buy. I mean, it didn't, unless they were joking around, it doesn't feel like Marco and PDC prep very well. They tried to nominate Starmaster and Bush Tush, so maybe they were just joking, but that one, I was a little surprised. Here's Chulio, which is another one of those weird signups. He and Georgie literally wrote a copy paste of the exact same signup that the other one put and said that they were a package deal, can't have one without the other, blah blah blah. 10.5 Chulio, 11. This is way more than I want to pay. I didn't even have Chulio on the list. I don't think he likes me very much, but I'm not positive. But regardless of that, even if we are fine and he would play for me or whatever, I have found over the years that Chulio is not the most reliable person. Jirachi, my boy, super interested. This is the #1 player in the whole entire auction that I want more than any other player. I'm willing to push really, really hard here, but I don't want to make it stupidly obvious that I'm interested. I'm definitely interested, and I'd be willing to drop almost 20K here if I had to. I have such a fucking man boner for Jirachi, but I don't want to make it super obvious that I'm interested. I don't want to make it obvious that I would pay anything, that I would trade my firstborn. Love when my co-manager, who's not in the voice call, up bids. I would pay 20, and I think it's going to drop for way less than that. Come on. Come on. I think my co-manager accidentally gave away that we're interested here. I wish he would have laid off. Starry wasn't even interested until Iguana said, hey, our team really wants him. You can't let him go. What's going on here? Please stop. Thank you. All right. 49.5 left. For 6 guys. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna go, but these spots are covered in some way. I'm not sure which is gonna go where, but that's what we're gonna do. However, we could even go double GSC these guys, for example, if a really good I don't know who the really good black-white would even be at this point. Yeah, I guess, Heroes Destiny, not exactly War. Maybe I did this wrong. Maybe Jirachi's in DPP. I gotta keep my options open here. 15 coming in hot. $16 Georgie. I think this is gonna get too high. Who got Chulio? Gengars of Manat. Yeah, they're trying to get the Chulio. Trying to do the Chulio Georgie combo, which is what those guys specifically requested. It's a good price, I think. Solid squad, TDK Georgie, and ironically, they have the exact money that we started with. So TDK plus Georgie as the same price as Bush and Frisoeva. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. They're having a good draft. Man, all of a sudden the list as a whole, and I should note that I can also potentially have Jirachi and DPP. He's such a flexible player, so it really options very open right now. Somebody, either Jirachi or Friso, is gonna have to be. Oh, I guess I didn't even put Tsunami down. All of those are gone. Gone. Jirachi knows all the things. Tsunami. Cyber Odin. He's worth more. I have this problem every year. Odin is both one-dimensional and unreliable, and that's a tough sell because beneath all of that is a talented, aggressive player who's not afraid to make plays and has a high ceiling and can win games. Yeah, I can't get there. Like I said, it's a tough sell. I need players that are reliable and want to be there, and I can't get there. I don't dislike Odin. I really don't. He's been nothing but nice to me in all my interactions. Yeah, he actually seems like a really good guy. I can't get my head, and maybe it's just trauma from bad stuff in the past, but I can't get my head beyond randomly not showing up for games or having a hard time scheduling or whatever the nonsense may be. My turn to nom. My turn to nom. Who is going to draw out meaningful money here? I actually have two noms in a row. Oh, Prince. Yeah. That's the one. That's gonna get something out of somebody. 3K? 3.5? Does nobody trust him? I mean, not that I blame them, but nobody trusts him whatsoever. Princess Alexander, and this is a steal talent-wise and a half. Such a talented player. But my God, the reliability issues here. When is the last time this guy finished a team tour? I'm surprised his sign-up is there. I'm shocked. He's really good. He's really, really good. He's really talented. He quits the game so often. He's like a much, much better Somalia. Where did he just end up? Oh, at TDK and Georgie. It's a loaded team. It's a loaded team. TDK, Georgie, Prince, real strong. All right, who else is gonna draw out money? I'll get Koenig's out of here. A list perhaps. Rob Jr. A list, Rob Jr. Like I said, stuff got pretty dry pretty fast. I'm not too excited about what's left in this auction. Alright, sure. Let's do a list. $4K? It's gotta be too low. Wow, okay. SEA coming. This is gonna be one of those auctions where I just have to like sit patiently and pick my spots because there's just so few players already that I'm interested in. Yeah, I have very specific people in mind that I wanna fill the squad with. Man, SEA getting love and respect. 10-5. My boy. Let's see if I can real quick get, there we go. Fingers crossed, not to jinx myself, but stomach seems to be doing okay at this moment. I don't know who the fuck Groudon and Manat are waiting for. 108k feels like a ton at this point. They got Hot Skitty's gonna have the same problem. There's only so much talent left in the pool. Even if both those teams took like the two best guys each that are left in the pool right now, I don't know. There's a point where there's just a drop off. LaRue. I don't think LaRue likes me very much. I tried to message him 2 or 3 times to try to talk to him about SPL, and he just never got back to me at all. Felt like he was avoiding me and had zero interest in playing for me. I don't know if that's the case, if I'm just being paranoid, but I'm going to take the hint that this person doesn't like me very much and doesn't want to play for me, so I think it's best that I don't bid here. On paper, the 3 strongest teams, in my view, are the 3 top ones. I like my squad. It's a little more fleshed out than some of the other ones. And then this is strong, and this is obviously strong as well, though I definitely have some motivation and reliability question marks on a couple of them. But yeah, I like the top 3 squads the best. This one's interesting because Triangle's in a load, and we'll all, and Osgood. That's a group of friends. They'll all definitely play together. So that squad could end up being sneaky good as well. And then Shamans haven't done much in the auction, but they okay, that's too much. I like mana too much. I went to bid and it shot the fuck up. Mana's awesome. I'm going to invite him to Callus Invitational again this year. And yeah, I'm a big fan. But yeah, 24K and maybe even still climbing is beyond what I can realistically do right now. Yep, 25.5 for mana. They are snug, but it's a talented team. Here's Rob Jr. Want to clarify, since you guys may have seen him on the Nope list there, that I have nothing against Rob. In fact, I quite like Rob. I purchased him for SPL, not this year, but the previous year. We've kept in touch since then. He may be involved in Callus Invitational in some capacity this year. Nothing against Rob. I just don't think it's the right fit. I was not as impressed as others were by his ADV play in the playoffs of SPL this year. I think he made a number of mistakes against ABR, so I question if he's as good as other people think he is at ADV. And also, I know for when I had him in SPL that even though he definitely cared and was a good teammate, he is not a tester. He just doesn't believe in it. He preps by just picking a team and going, which, whatever, that's fine. Some people do it that way. But it's incompatible the way that I like to do it, and especially in ADV. I want to test with people. I want to help them directly. If he's not going to test, then I'm not going to be able to add value. So it just isn't the right fit. But I sincerely do like Rob. Nothing against him. Just because he's on the Nope list doesn't mean there's any issue there. I assure you that there's not. All right. So Rob Jr. to the Mount Moon Men. All right. A lot of good teams, as always. Shiloh, I'm definitely interested in, but it's the same shit. I don't want to make it stupidly obvious that I'm interested, but one of the options that I'm highly interested in as a whole. You're killing me, McNumbers. Still bidding without being in the voice call. You are killing me. I promise I'm here and I know what I'm doing. I swear I've done one of these before. I think I'd go at least like 13.5 here, maybe even like 14.5. I'm still certainly interested at this price. I don't have to pay this, but like again, there's just not that much talent left in the pool. So I don't know who I'm holding my money for. I think I'm good for two more bids. I think 13.5 and 14.5 I could probably do, and then I think that's about where I want to stop. I'll get the next bid, which I think is the last bid ready. 13.5 I'd be happy with. It's what I paid for G7 last year. Damn. Last second, I really thought that was going to land. I don't know if I can go 15.5. I got to really look at our money. Fuck it. That's really it, though. Really, really, really it. I swear I won't bid again. Alright. Alrighty. Get that roses right in here. My boy. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 36K for 5 players. See if I can get him. Why can't I invite? What is this nonsense? See levels and perks. What is this nonsense? How do I just invite people? What the fuck is this? Oh, they changed Discord. How could they do this? How do I invite? Like that, apparently. Guess I haven't talked to him in a while. Alright. Oh, I'll find him. Hey, not lagging. Alright, good. He already invited him. Makes my life easier. Xylo exit. I didn't realize he was ADV only. Oops. That's a fuck up on my part with prep. I had him down for doing some GSC. That yeah. Oops. Okay, well. There's 5K, there's 3K. Wow, that's a ton for Hyoga. Okay. There's probably a gap between like this and this or whatever. These are more preferable to me than these, but we'll see. Zomog SEA Hyoga, sure. Milkmer. Fucking Milkmer. Zakaru. Can't let him go for this price, right? I had Zoc in SPL and he went positive for me. He just, for some reason he doesn't care as much in side tours. He doesn't put up the same results in side. I mean, that's too little, but yeah, he just doesn't care in side tours. We'll see if I even need GSC. Here's water mass. Do I even have water mass down? Yeah. Someone's gonna pay more than I'm willing to. He's been trying to sell the whole I'm busy and crusty thing, which I don't know if that's true or not true, but certainly a talented player who can do some damage. Not surprised that it's the Triangles team pushing here, drafting a group of friends, nothing wrong with that. This is certainly more than I would feel comfortable paying. I'm not saying it's a bad price, but it's just more than I would want to pay. They very well might just be upbidding Osgood's squad because they know that Osgood Triangle's team is going to want him. And there you go, 10-5 to the Gengars. Chulio, Zillow, Watermess. Some of these squads, like I said, this one doesn't excite me. This one doesn't excite me. I like these first 4 squads quite a bit. Yeah, I like these first 4 squads quite a bit. Difference being that Shamans and I have the same amount of players, but I have 10k more than they do. Mincemeat I didn't even put down. DPP only. No clue how good or not good he is at it. It's not. I don't have anything against him. It's just one of those I don't know what I don't know situations. I just know him as like a new gen guy. 7 and 8, mostly 8. And I think he's very good. I had a sincere interest in purchasing him in SPL. He's someone that we talked about spending, 14, 15K, whatever it was in SPL. Didn't work out. He ended up on Cryonicles, but a lot of respect for the player. No clue how good he is in old gens, and maybe this is a steal. Maybe he's a fucking boss in what is honestly an underwhelming DPP pool. But yeah, it's a shot in the dark. I couldn't spend this on a. Let's hope that it works. Let's hope that he's good. It's just too much. 10K. Yeah, it's just too much. Amaranth and Osgood making the push here. 10-5. There you go. 10-5 mincemeat to. What the fuck team is that? No, I don't really care about this team. It's definitely these top 4 that I like the best and think are the strongest. Oh, I didn't even see that she signed up. Okay, well, Lacus Klein. I remember this chick from half a decade or more ago. My recollection of her is back when Ubers was an SPL, and this is a long time ago. Like I said, half a decade plus ago. I remember that she was one of the stronger Uber players around. That's all I know. I didn't even notice that she signed up, and if she plays DPP, then I learned something today. No clue. But yeah, no, Lakis Klein, like I said, a goat of Ubers half a decade ago. Not sure how that helps me in ROAPL, but that's what I can tell you. Okay. Eden. Yeah. Yeah, I like Eden. Yeah, I could GSC Eden, I could DPP Eden. I guess he didn't sign up for Black White, but yeah, no, it's a nice flexible option. I'm cool with Eden. 5? Let's do that. 5.5. Fine. That's it. Last bid. Last bid. What do we think? All right. Fuck. And now G7 coming up. That was faster than I wanted it to. What do I got? 29? 29 for 4. I don't know if I can afford this realistically. I mean, I can afford 5.5, but I can't afford what I think this is going to end up costing. Last year he was 13.5. If his stock fell off a cliff and he's this much now, then wow. Fuck, why did... Ugh. Oh no. Need to... This is happening too fast. We'll just put G7 for now. Eden, yes, I can still do this. I don't even know how much I have. I have 21.5. Yep. 27.5 is really 21.5. Yeah, let's go. I mean, again, if I have to, I'll just put fucking. This is the last bid right here. If I have to, I'll just put Friso and Rachi in GSC, and I'll just find another fucking black-white player if it really, really comes to that. But I like having the flexibility to move people. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Breath of fucking fresh air here. Need to recompose here. 18 is really 12. That's a bit of a change. However, I only need 2 starters. Alright. Uh, um... the Quasar should get out some money. Zock's gone. Eden. Let's do, 'Cause I agree with what Mick Numbers just said. That he said, I honestly wonder, I wonder honestly who some teams are saving money for, and I'm having the same thought. I'm not clear either. I want to avoid nomming tiers that I still need just in case, so I'm going to avoid DPP and ADV. Though I do have the option to put Jirachi here, but then I have to get someone else for black white. Us again. Who might get some level of interest? It's so scary at this point to not just get stuck with players. Let's do well you. $5K. I can take him here. Okay, not anymore at 7. But I could grab Welyu and put him in GSC, move Jirachi to DPP. But yeah, this is more than I want to pay. More than I really can pay at this point. It's a lot. Well, he was really good. I can't. I think I literally can't pay this. Yeah, 9K is my max bid. $14.5. The well. 15. Well, he was awesome. Qualicancy. Fine player. I don't need RBY. I'm very satisfied with my RBY of Shiloh Genesis. I would assume that either that or Alexander plus Quasar is the best RBY duo in the tour. Wow. Man, they must like this guy. 15K. Genesis 7 was like 5.5. Some crazy shit. God, I forget the name. What is it? I just talked to him the other day. This Freak and Awesome is G7. What is this paying? Smogon Sun Moon Tournament. Count me in. I'm not used to having my team done before the other teams do. That is not the norm. Have we invited Eden yet? Invite people. What the fuck? There we go. A lot of deleted users. Man, I liked when I could just click the invite button instead of just the big, pretty invite button that I could just click. Make my life easier. Tala, same thing I say every time. I don't have anything against this person. I don't feel like I've ever directly interacted with this person in my life, but for whatever reason, this person really dislikes me, and I don't know why. Never said a damn thing to them, don't have any problem with them, but this person has made it quite clear that they don't like me. I don't get it. I don't know what the problem is, but gonna avoid since apparently they don't like me. Legit, I've never spoken to this person in my life. Not one single message via PM. I don't know what the problem is here. I don't have one, but apparently they do. ADV Tala for the Pyrite Pichus. Kate? Focusing on us, we need probably ADV or DPP. With the caveat that we could move Rachi over to DPP and get like a Hero's Destiny or something for Black White. Actually, a Hero's Destiny is probably a pretty good pick for us as a whole because he can swap between all of 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't love him in 3, but he's a nice flex for us given our current needs. Eden in the house. He's a loaded Golo, and he knows all these tiers, so we're gonna go ahead and give him all the rolls. Who are we missing? Roses, G7, somebody else. Who else are we missing? Oh, 378. We invite 378. Maya Chansey. She's really good. I was very interested in her. The only reason we're not bidding is because our RBY and GSC are all set, but she's very good. Yep, this price is super deserved. I'm shocked that I got G7 so cheap. He went. I got him. I paid 13.5 for him last year, and he went I think 6.3 for me. He's good, and he wants to be here. It was a really good price. I was real snug on money until that happened, and I mean I'm still by far the low man on the totem pole, but I also have the most players. The point is that price saved me from being in like a really really tough financial position. Yeah, Maya's worth every penny of this. She can really play. This is an SPL starter for sure. I mean, she wasn't last year, but like she easily could have been, should have been, and she should be next year. She's very good. Not surprised she went there. Hot Skitty must know her, not only from RBY, but from Pokemon Perfect back in the day. Bubby, wow, I was about to bid. 5K. People know. People know. 5K. B's good. For real. Beware the B. That man is going to do some damage. I watched him play ADV, all tour, SPL. He tested with Tama, he tested with Tequis. I swear that he won 2/3 of the time against those guys. And he's like sincerely looking into and learning about ADV. He like ladders a bunch now, and he's been like talking to ABR and PM and learning. I'm telling you, he's pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised if he fucking went like 5-2 or 6-1 or some bullshit in the store. I really wouldn't. Was this for Splash? Okay. Alright, 10-5 for Splash. I don't know about this team. Some of these really look better than others. Like I said, as I've been saying all along, these four, the top four just seem quite a bit better to me than the bottom four. Furf. Same shit. Good player. Not as good as like Maya by any means, or Quasar, but like still good player. We just flat out don't need RBY. Simple as that. 7K Furf, cool. I believe in some of the years he hasn't even gotten drafted in this tour, so he certainly is worthy of some respect. I don't think I'm going to win this fight. Hot Skitty, I think, sincerely wants him and has quite a bit more money than I do. Yeah, he's not even taking a moment to breathe. I gotta give it up. And with that, we have lost ROAPL. I have, I've bought Fatty the past 2 years for 3K each. He's been awesome for me each year. About fucking time people have caught on and given him the respect that he deserves, but tragically, 9K is that's my max bid right now. I just can't. PK Thunderbolt. Sure. Gone. 3.5 was absolutely it, and I was trying to appease Mickmer, not paying a penny more. I'm not as sold as other people are. I think he's got potential, but I don't think he's there yet. I just don't. Siatum. That guy. Siatum. Not on my list. $6K Siatum. Nolorium, sure. My co-manager and I did not agree on this player. We both like the person, but McNumbers thinks that he is a better black-white player than I do. I've never been super impressed. I don't think he's a super reliable starter. I can absolutely see him going, 2-5, 3-4 kind of record. Hell, maybe he goes 4-3, which is a fine number, but it's really hard for me to imagine him going like a 5-2, 6-1 kind of guy. I think there's more downside than upside. I just don't think he's that damn good. Well, the Maroon Mag Cargos think that he's worth 8K, so hey, prove me wrong, man. Go fucking 5-2, be an underpay, and good things will happen to you in future tours. Leo for 3K. Hey, that's a steal. Leo. Expulso. He plays current gen lower tiers. Okay. Man, we are already at that 3K stage of the auction. Oh, he deleted? I didn't know that. Oops. Well, keep that in mind. Fakey, glad he's getting bought. Nice guy. Congratulations, Fakey. Happy for you. All right. Man, the money is so imbalanced right now. Bunch of low people with like 18, 20, 20, and then we got a bunch of people with fucking 60 something. That's very dangerous for us low boys because we can get shoved off anything. Who might we want? How about, gotta tread very carefully here. Who are half these people? Let's go with this. All right. Whew. 7, 5, 8. To the Pichus. That's a perfect place for him. Yes! That's a squad, boys. That is a squad. Oh, who else will draw money? Dun, 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 dun. It's slim pickings at this point. Man, I really want to get out of this because then I don't know him again forever. I really want to get out of this without getting stuck with somebody, but I think at this point I have to nom someone that if I get them for 3K, I'm okay with it. All right. Pichus. They going for 4. 3.5. Is that really it? 5. I'll let it go. Let it go. That's probably a good price. Just the fact that he can flex into RBY is not so exciting for us because we. Oh, it's going up more than I want it to. Okay, well he's gone. I can't pay that. Helpona, Kate to the Magnetons. Nope. Looks like I missed Jisu, but that's fine. We weren't gonna buy Jisu. Jisu, formerly known as Watchog, get along just fine. She and I used to play Clash Royale together. But yeah, I don't think she plays much anymore, and I don't know. I'm worried about team synergy is the way that I'm going to phrase that, and we'll leave that alone. But I hope Jisu is doing well. Alright, so now we wait on Shamans. I don't know what the fuck Roses plays. You're getting all the rolls, motherfucker. Narwhal, okay. Same shit. Don't need RBY. There's Jabba. 3K. Yeah, I mean, I wish things were better between him and I, but it just is what it is right now. Seatown has been successful on Pokemon Perfect. Glad somebody's given him a little bit of recognition. 3K. 16-bit, 6K. Can't pay that right now. We So Blue. I had him on my team last year. Good teammate, nice guy. I think he has a lot of potential to his game. $8K, shit. Wow, I picked him up last year for $3K. $8.5, We So Blue. That's awesome. Happy for my man. I gotta refocus here. Alright, so let's start narrowing this down a little more as a hypothetical. So let's say Frisso's here. Let's say Jirachi's here. And let's say Eden is here. Abyssal Ruins, We So Blue, Halpona. Wonder if Kurt slipped under the radar. Wonder if because he signed out really late, if people perhaps did not notice his sign up. Dark Evian. Okay. Hope he doesn't go for 3K. Okay, good. Someone did upbid him. I think this guy's actually pretty good. 5-5. Wow. Okay. I think this guy's actually pretty good. Eden really wanting to GSC kind of makes this a little awkward. I must have missed that in his sign up, and that's on me. But that makes this a little awkward because, like, I wanted to put him in DPP, put Frisso here, and then it gave me the option to pick up a Hero's Destiny, which I'm hoping could be a nice cheapy grab at the end here. Okay, here comes Splash. Who the fuck is this? Oipon Abit? Who the fuck is that? Never heard of Oipon Abyss, but fucking... Yeah, well, looks like just about everybody else missed him. Jester. Whew. 4.5 for Jester. March fires. We are getting into the dregs, boys. Who are these people? Piteous. Is that like Dark Sidious? Oh, this ROAPL in particular, I don't know what exactly happened, but I guess I guess this was being advertised like in Pokemon Showdown itself, rather than like on the forums. I guess also on the forums, whatever. But people were linking it and advertising it on Showdown. So this year, more than any other year that I've seen, there have been a trillion just completely random who the fuck is that people signing up. There were 24 signups for fucking Ubers, UU, Little Cup, doubles, all sorts of good stuff. Nobody read the rules, nobody knows how tournaments work, and half of these people joined Smogon like 45 minutes before signing up for the tier. So it's like a bunch, or the tour rather. So it's like a bunch of Pokemon Showdown randoms who created Smogon accounts for the first time to sign up for ROAPL and play Ubers. It's been that kind of toy. Oh, I don't want it to be back to me. I still have so little money. At this point, I really can't push it. I have to nom someone that I would sincerely be okay if I wound up with that person. So, I think my boy AHD is a decent look at this point. Or maybe it is just Kurtz. I really want to wait on Kurtz, though. Um, Come on, give me that 3K. Come on. Fuck you, Hot Skitty. Okay, that makes me feel a little better because I was gonna go for 4, but now 4.5. I can't get there on the 5K. He's worth it. I can't get there right now. But man, I really for just a split second thought that was gonna drop for 3K. This is tough. This is tough. Fucking lesbian Weedle. There's a username for you, lesbian Weedle. That's who I want. Man. Let's nom. All right. Three, 5. All right. Let's see. Blazing Dark. I think the Vanny's gone. I think the push at this point is martial law, and then if we can afford him, whichever of these gentlemen we can realistically afford. Eden wanting GSC is killing me because 370 is only GSC, and like half the point of Eden, not that he's not good at GSC, is the ability to flex him. Because if I could put Eden in one of these slots, it would make my life quite a bit easier, all things considered, right now. $8K Blazing Dark. Tomahawk. It's a tough end of auction, man, because the talent pool is dry. Some of these teams, though, this team in particular looks like an abortion. And then this one's not bad. This one, it's the same problem as Hutskitty, just not pushing hard enough for top end talent. He does this every time, and just like it's a bunch of like good-ish players, but like there's no stud, there's no like anchor, or it's just like a bunch of guys that are fine. It's like a bunch of guys that as like your number 3, 4-ish player would all be good, but like there's no 1 or 2 here. Maybe Zomog is like a proper number 2. Maybe I view him closer as like a number 3, but I mean to be fair, every single one of these teams has holes in some places. That's just the way this auction is. Ophion. And in comes the upbid. Had him on our ROAPL, not last year, but the one before. But we had a bit of an incident, and we ended up selling him back. We resolved it, and he and I are cool now. And he took accountability, and it's fine, over and done. Yeah, just simply not the target that I'm going for in this current situation. But he and I are totally fine. And there you go, 6K Ophion to the Magnetons. That would be Kurtz. Yes, McNumbers, I'm awake. That locks me out of it. All right. My teammates thought it was realistic that it's gonna get cheapy Kurtz. Not happening, boys. Torchic. Goodbye, Monai. Put them here. Move Eden to DPP. Put Frisso here. And then figure out something for ADV. $10K for Torchic. I don't even know who it is. Like I just said in the chat, the pool just isn't as good or as deep this year, so there's a lot of seemingly overpays late in the game. What the fuck are these prices late in the game? Okay, one thing we definitely don't need is more GSC. think 3.5 is okay. I'm certainly not going 5. I was thinking for a moment about 4.5, but probably wouldn't have done it. But I'm definitely not going 5. I think 3.5 is about as much as I realistically wanted to do there. Yeah, I mean, this whole entire late auction is just like, who the fuck are these people and why is money being spent on them? But it's not wrong. The reason that these prices are what they are is because this is just what the pool is. It's just like later on in the auction, it just Martial Law is the number one guy that I want to get right now, and I will figure the rest the fuck out. Here's Marshall in. I'm going to make a sincere push here. Come on. 6K gives me a little breathing room. 7K is not as good as 6K, but a little room to breathe here. Come on. Don't make me pay the full 9. 7K I can work with. Come on. Alright, alright. That works. $11K. Just a mint. Just gotta figure out the last ADV here. And then some subs. I mean, we have so much flexibility. Uh, Uh, let's see. Gone, 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 gone. The potato shower. Jonks. All right, Jonks is a cool pickup. He's a it's tough because like I'm verbally I'm just saying out loud all the shit that I'm typing, and I understand that for watching this video purposes I'm being pretty quiet, but I mean really I only talk in these things for the sake of the videos. Like I normally am a pretty quiet, focused guy who does my thoughts in my head rather than out loud, but yeah, same shit that I just said to the team about Jonks. Is he a world-beating player? I mean, honestly, no, he's not. But like, he's good, and the important things are that he's flexible, which we really need right now, and he has a good attitude and he gives a fuck. So all those things considered, I think he's a really good fit for what we need right now. Not sure if I just throw him here for now or if we can figure out the lineup after. I can just, for simplicity's sake, we can do this, but and I can fix this as well. This doesn't even really matter at this point. Basically, I got money for two peeps, and that's it. That's 7K. So we're gonna have exactly 12 people, and that is what it is. Revenge killer. That would be Zavara. Okay. Probably a good price. He's actually been on a roll recently, doing well. Mr. Tim. Mr. Timothy. Who do we even want? Everybody's gone. What do we need? We don't really need anything. Is it goblin time, boys? Make Bush Tush so happy. Might be goblin time. Ugh. Doing my boy a solid, getting him on a team. Mm. Uh, um, uh, okay. Mm. Voyager I spoke with. We'll get him up in here. And we just need one more guy, whatever that looks like. Sign up for anything other than ADV? I don't remember. Voyager. LGSC. Cool. If you can help there for tests and stuff, then that is even better. Jacob picked up by Manat. We got room for one more person, boys. But who? Only 3 more people to be purchased. And we have the option to upbid features if we want. Whoever they pick, hey, fuck you, we're taking them. Almost done, boys, almost done. Who the fuck is left in this pool? boy. Unless the men go to 4K. All right, that is the team. I'm a Gorex fan. I've had him before in 2 other tours. Really nice guy, and he flexes ADV DPP, which is what we need right now. All right, so that's our squad. Hope you enjoyed. I know that I was a little quiet towards the end, but it's just how it goes in these things, especially when there's just nothing to do and I just sit there and put my thumb up my rear and wait for the auction to go by. It's hard to comment on every player when my stomach is just not feeling so hot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. I'm happy with my team, but I would love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Here's a look at all the teams, minus Mimikyu Stardust, but alright, whatever. We'll just wait 2 seconds. 5 seconds, boom, 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 boom. Should be done any moment. And that's the end of the auction. So this is all the teams. Let me know. I think we have one of the better teams for sure. It's hard to really know if we have the best team or the second best team, whatever, until we see all the squads actually on paper. But it looks good. Yeah, no, I'm definitely happy with the squad, but without seeing starting lineups on paper, hard to know. But definitely happy with my team, confident with my chances. We'll see how it goes. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think of my team and the other teams in the comments. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys for the next one.